It's the first day of 6th grade. I'm wearing black jeans, a black jacket, a black shirt, and eyeliner. I'm walking down the hallway, and one of my friends looks at me funny. She tells me I shouldn't wear any eyeliner. So I say okay, then she told me not to sit with them at lunch.
The teacher starts talking about how the Americans used to refer to the Japanese immigrants as aliens. I didn't think much of it until I noticed that people were pointing at me and laughing. I've never felt so uncomfortable in my entire life.
Then, one day, I went to sit at my best friend's table for lunch. When I sat down, my best friend said to me, "Hey, why are you sitting here?"
Lunch is far too long and filled with too much time where there is nothing to do. Everyone else is in groups that I do not have the courage to approach. They have succeeded where I have failed. They are together. I am alone. But I can't be seen just standing here by myself because that is the kiss of death. The more alone you are, the more alone you're going to be.
2 weeks go by, and I didn't have any friends, and I sat by myself at lunch. So then the thought occurs to me, maybe I shouldn't wear any eyeliner. So I decide to wear a hot pink t-shirt, blue jeans, Converse, no eyeliner. I'm walking down the hallway. She stops me, starts talking to me, and then invites me to sit with them at lunch. So I do.
I feel a tap on my shoulder, so I turn around, and it's my friend. She laughs at me and says, "Ha, you're an alien."
Usually, I share a tent with my best friend, but things are sort of different this year. Lately, she's been acting really distant, and she hangs out with this other group of girls who follow one girl around like lemmings in Abercrombie t-shirts.
So finally, I asked them what the issue was. Why weren't we together? Why were we not as good as friends as we used to be? And they responded with, well, we just don't want to be your friend anymore. I was confused, I was shocked, I didn't know how to respond. And then they said, in fact, we've been telling other people not to be your friend.
It's the end of 6th grade, and everyone's really excited for summer, including myself. I walk to the bus where I meet up with one of my friends. We get on the bus, and I look at her hands. She has these torn up scraps of a piece of paper. I ask her, what's that? She tells me how one of our friends had ripped up a piece of paper and given her the scraps to throw away. I think, well, that's strange. So I ask her if I can see them. She says yes, and I look at these scraps of paper. There's names written on them. Names of my friends, girls I know. And then I see it. My name. So I ask her, can we tape this piece of paper back together? She says yes, and when we get off the bus, we tape the piece of paper back together. It's a list with 2 columns. The first column, labeled Girls We Do Like. It has 25 names or more. The second column is labeled Girls We Don't Like. It has only 5 names, and mine is one of them.
I look more closely. The boys are not letting one kid play because he's not good enough. The girls in the tight cluster? Well, they're telling someone that she can't hang out with them. And then there's me, observing my surroundings, every precious piece in detail. The problem? I'm still sitting here, watching, listening, doing nothing, nothing at all.
What happened?
And at that moment, I realized I was utterly alone.
Last year I saw a 6th grader being chased and yelled at by a bunch of kids. I stood up for her. Now she's one of my closest friends. It doesn't take much to make a difference.
Now I'm a junior at Terra Linda High School, and I look back on this experience, and I realize I should have never changed who I was to fit in with these girls who weren't really my friends for me.